Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Washington Commanders. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go in our nation's capital. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Set.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
70, ready.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Come on, come on.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Go! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Cougar 19. 79 Broncos. Go!
They go play action. Daniels. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Nick Scorton in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Viking 18, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Dragon 60.
Daniels going to throw for it. He's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They'll run with the former LSU Tiger. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Panthers 60, Panthers 60.
First down, here's Mitchell. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now, this defense for the Commanders, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Washington defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
On play action, they'll throw. That one complete to the gap. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
If you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Back to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jalen Coker with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Panthers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Come on, set! 19, 18! 19 tight, 19 tight!
Here's Daniels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Over the middle, that's the tight end center.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Lions.
From the gun, he'll hand this home. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the Commanders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves, 19 Lions.
To the air goes Daniels. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Second and 11 now.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Given 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Ready. 79 Broncos. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Warriors, 70. 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw here. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Nick Scorton. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
At the 20-yard line.
Ready.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now 2nd and 9.
Come on, come on, go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Third down at 6.
60 average, 60 left two.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, he saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here. This is caught by McMillan. Down the sideline he goes. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Let's go, 19, Tiger, 19, personal leading.
Again, he'll drop the throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here we go, set.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
60 Vices, 60 Vices.
Mitchell is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
On the go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They make their second-half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
70 Timberwolves. Rig alert, rig alert. Buffalo 18. Let's go.
To throw is Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
That one complete to leave it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go.
Touchdown, Panthers! From 17 yards out. And the Panthers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Come on.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Panther 60.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
No gain on the play.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Ready? 70 Lions. Dragon 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 19 Lions.
Throwing now is Daniels. It's caught. Mitchell. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go. Daniels
from the gun on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Viking 18. Warriors 70. Ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Cougar 19.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to the 22-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
70.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. With his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard
line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Nick Scorton able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14.
Hurt. 19 tight. Panther 11. Check out.
Now Daniels. And this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
60
On 4th down, here's Daniels. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he is going to have a Commanders first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
And the Washington first down.
60 Eagles.
First and 10 at the 35-yard.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
7 Pirates. Ready.
2nd and 1. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
60 Maverick. 18 Cardinal.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey, smash. Panther 11. Rig alert. Ready.
Daniels going to throw for it. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on down is the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here we go.
A give running right is Mitchell to about the 48-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they're going to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Here we go. Hop, set, ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 42-yard line.
And now here's a carry heading left. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get it down at about the 37, well short of the first.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ready.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around.
Bronco 80.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
It's now 3rd down and 9.
Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Cowboy, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 79 Broncos.
Daniels looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well,
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you.
Let's go now.
I do it for myself.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And they take a knee.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, right?
And they will take a knee here.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they...
If you didn't know, better than us. One hand on his queen, left on the free. He probably thought they wouldn't meet. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets.